Hey guys, so tonight's episode is not sponsored. However, if you would like to become a Rise and Vibe sponsor, feel free to reach out via email, DM, or feel free to also text. And we'll sit down and talk about what you would like to um, attain by being a Rise and Vibe sponsor. So, I just spoke with tonight's guest, but let me tell y'all something. I love the era of getting to meet and reach out and interview the guys that I have not always been aware of when it comes to the car culture. And I'm so excited. And what's a good description? I'm excited, and I'm also, hey there, I'm also maybe optimistic about yeah. So I really am excited to ask him where that came from, you know? So he should be joining in a moment. So let's see. If you guys have, while we wait for him to join, if you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you'll do that by clicking the link in my bio and going to my link tree. There you will find my website, my G-Body parts page. Well, I sell more than G-Body parts, but I sell mostly all classic cars parts, and also anything else pertaining to KP. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in. I've been. So let's see. He should be coming in now. Hey there.
How you doing?
Listen, let me say this first. Well, first I want to tell you, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit
Oh yeah.
down. And I tell the guests, thank you for letting us get all in your business for a minute.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know that's what a
So
girl want to see anyway.
I gotta tell you, your tagline is so crazy. I love it. I can't wait till you do when my car get ready. I can't wait till you.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna proposition you to do it. I'm just gonna wait till the guys like yourself who have y'all little tagline. I can't wait to hear you talk about how I'm causing ruckus, mayhem, and madness.
for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm ready
So
to see it.
really,
Yeah, I'm ready to see it. I know,
yeah.
and I know it take time. Listen, when I'm talking at ruckus, I'm really speaking it from a heart of like myself. Like I know I had said it in one comment before. The stuff I'm saying on the videos is the stuff I'm saying to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people would get it misconstrued or be thinking like, damn, he talk shit. I do talk shit, but at the same time, I'm speaking it to myself because I gotta motivate myself to get this project done. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm definitely ready to see that G-Body.
So what are you working on?
So I got a two-door '87 Landau that I'm working on right now. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So I got the unicorn. I got only 3,100 of them made. So I'm putting a little extra time into it. When I first got it, um, I got it from Squat Yard of Atlanta, and in the ad it said that it had like minimum rust, like rust under the doors, and like the floor was kind of rusted out, which wasn't no problem. Ain't no thing. I understand how this, how the car coach is and how the car thing is. You know what I'm saying? And I bought it not seeing the car. You know what I'm saying? I took his word for it. You know what I'm saying, over the internet. So, I got it, and it had a little more rust than what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where we at with it. It was, I say like about 30% rust. You know what I'm saying? The floor, uh, the A pillar on the passenger side. What else? The floor, the A pillar, and then it was like a little bit back on the quarter panel and stuff like that, and then the back windows. So it was a little more than what it said in the ad, but it ain't no thing. I always feel like don't give up. Sometimes you can't run from the problem. You got to run to it. Now, if it wasn't the 87, I definitely would have been done, you know what I'm saying? Maybe switched it out or got something else. But it's an 87, 3100 was made. I say, you know, we're going to keep it and keep going along with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not a box Chevy girl because so let me just preface what I'm gonna say next by saying that I have become friends with people like Bruce Dodder and Cut the Check and Mr. Hensley and Box Chevy World. So now I respect the box Chevys, but would I ever want to build one myself? No. Oh, and then people like you know, all the famous box Chevy guys. You know what I'm saying? Would I ever want to build one myself? No, because when I was growing up, box Chevys was police cars and taxi cabs.
Yeah.
So, and box Chevy World used to get so mad at me when I said that. But I'm just telling my truth. Even though being from Florida back in the days, dumps was police cars and taxi cabs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was before I was born. So I can only talk about my truth.
And even to piggyback off that, what you're saying, the crazy thing is, I always wanted a two-door box, but I always knew how rare they was to get. And I definitely wanted a specific one, the 87. But I done had two G bodies. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do you know, my own little thing with it. But I had two G bodies. I had an 85 and an 87. The 87, I actually went, I say about 85% in before I sold it. But you know, I got you know, up that head was T-top, man. I had that thing on sixes. I had it looking good, but that was them was the two, like a G body, a Monte Carlo was like my first go-to hard old school car that I really ever wanted to build. And even a little more backstory, it ain't an old school, but I started out with a Crown Vic. I started out with a Crown Vic. And I felt like, you know, what I did to it, you know, in my own creativity, you know, I paved the way for myself with that to like move to the Chevy. Like I always been a Chevy person, even when I had the Crown Vic. But, you know, it was some things I had to, like family shit I had, you know, I had to go through. So I had to get I had to rock with the Ford. But, you know, it really made me the Chevy person who I was. Like I said, I was always a Chevy person, even with the Crown Vic. But I did the Crown Vic from 24s to 30s. You know what I'm saying? I ain't post them type of videos yet, but it's coming. That way y'all can see. But yeah, I had a Crown Vic.
Wait, so we was one of the Crown Vic boys.
I was. See, and I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Charlotte. So North Carolina, we really... I don't want to shut us down like that, but we really didn't have too much coming out of North Carolina like that. Now, it was a very few heavy hitters in my city. Like I had some homeboys with Chevys, like a bubble in a box. You know what I'm saying? And they really, you know, opened my eyes up to like, damn, but this shit, they can really go in. Cause them was like the folks that I looked it up to really, you know, cause ruckus, mayhem, and madness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing them, I was like, damn, you know, I'm going hard with my Vic, but these boys really going harder. And it's just motivation, like brotherly love. That's why I kind of go with my videos like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people might find it harsh of how I talk or be thinking that I'm talking shit or I'm excuse my language, I'm dick riding, but nah, you know what I'm saying? I like to get credit when credit due. And at the same time, men don't always get the credit from another man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them people. Like if I see you out, like a father out doing things with his child and he on his own, I commend him because I know he rarely getting it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's his first time taking the jet out and doing what he doing with him. You know what I'm saying? I like to give my flowers to folks, you know what I'm saying? Just so they can know, you know what I'm saying? Because I know men don't always hear that. So like, yeah.
I really think as adults, we don't get it a lot. Like, I feel like we just going through life, people just thinking, oh, we doing what we do as parents, as husbands, as wives, as employees. So a lot of times when I'm doing my morning talk in the morning, before I end it, I'll say, if nobody has told you today, I'm proud of you.
For sure.
A lot of people don't get told, like, even for, like, I understand that we got to pay bills. We got to get up and go to work. You know, some of us work for ourselves. Some of us work at a 9 to 5. Whatever we do, like, I feel like And especially, you're right, man. Y'all don't tell each other y'all proud of each other.
No, yeah, and not even to cut you off, man. You a man. It ain't even, some men that look at it like, oh, why would I tell bro that? Why would I tell him that? A man, I can have on some good smelling cologne, walk past a brother, girl, or whatever. They'll say to themselves, damn, he smells, you know what I'm saying? He smells good. What he got on? Versus just saying, damn, bro, how you doing? What's that cologne you got on?
Mm-hmm.
Some people won't even go that far just because they don't want to feel some type of way or feel like that they asking another man something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when it really ain't that complicated. You really, you know what I'm saying? You giving that person like, damn, bro, that shit smell good. And you interacting with somebody, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Instead of, keeping it shadowed back. You know what I'm saying? Like then now you in the car with the girl, damn, I wonder what cologne he had on. Damn, I wonder what was it? When you could have
Right.
just asked him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know what I found out as adults? We make a lot of things more complicated than they gotta
For sure.
be.
For sure. For
I
sure.
swear, like it's crazy. But so what I really want to start, I wanted to just, well, we kind of got right into it, but I wanted to find out where your car journey began. Was it with the Crown Vic, or were you into cars ever since you were a little kid?
Yeah, so like crazy is like my cousin. He had a 95 or a 96 Buick Century that he did up. Now this was like I was like maybe like 10, 11, getting into my teenage years, and I'm seeing him build, just regular stuff though. Like I say, I'm from North Carolina, so people wasn't really going all out. You know what I'm saying? But he did like 20s to 22s. Just when that 20s and 22s was like big like that. So I'm still young, but I'm seeing it, and like it might have not necessarily per se been that type of car I was interested in, but I like the box look of it at the time. So I'm like, damn, that shit really, you know what I'm saying, look good. So it kind of took off from there. So I say the Crown Vic, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the Crown Vic was really where it like took off to where like I had my own creativity, and then I was stepping out of my lane of doing like the extraness, like not even the extraness, but the stuff that's supposed to be done, suspension, making sure that the cut is right for the 28s to the 30s, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And it just go through like trial and error with it. But yeah, the Crown Vic was like my first starting point.
And how old were you at that point?
When I first got the Crown Vic, I would say what I was about 20,
Okay.
20 by 2021, yeah.
So at 20, you started with the Crown Vic, and then you moved over to what?
I moved over to the 85 Monte Carlo hardtop. I had an 85 Monte Carlo. And the crazy thing is, I'm finna give you the rundown. I found this on Craigslist when Craigslist was popping. The person had it. I'm talking about primer down, 350 motor. I'm talking about stupid sounding good. He had it listed for like 2,500. I got it. I got there. I had one of my homeboys. I like to tell a little story. I had one of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I hit him up. Like I'm like, damn, bro, you would shoot me down here to. It was Boone, North Carolina. You would shoot me down here to Boone, North Carolina. It's like a 3.5 hour drive from us. You know what I'm saying? Got him something to eat, paid for his gas. I got down there, seen the car. It was everything I wanted. Just to see if I could get anything off of it. I'm like, bro, I was telling the guy, I was like, can you take something off of it? Because the tires might be dry rotted since you done had it, sitting so long. So from 25, I got it to 18. So I end up leaving with the money for 1,800. I drove that thing not knowing if it was gonna cut off, if the tires was gonna pop for 3.5 hours. I made it back to the house. So yeah, got the 85. Crazy part is with that, I ain't even get to do nothing to it. I was driving it to my granny house just so she can see it. A young lady had jackknifed a U-turn in front of me, and I had T-boned it in the side of her car. So it was totaled after that. I ain't even have it like two or 3 months after that. So that happened, and then maybe like a few months down the line, I ain't even gonna lie to you. When they cut the check, when they cut the check for that car, that's when I got my 87. I went in same way, found it on Craigslist. They had it listed same thing for 2,500. They had it listed for T-tops. Now, it like burgundy, all original interior, everything. I got down there. I talked them down to 18. I was like, you would take 18. He took it. Got it. Man, I love that car. I hate I got rid of it, but I did everything that I wanted to do to it. As far as like, only thing I didn't get to do was, and this is why I say like coming from North Carolina in the part that I was in, and I was ahead of my time with that car, with that 86. This was like, don't correct me on the year, but I'll say about like 2011, maybe 2012, somewhere around there. So I got the car, brought it back to the house, did everything to it that I wanted to. And like I said, I was ahead of my time. So I was trying to do an LS swap, but the LS swaps in North Carolina wasn't as popping. So like the folks around there, you might have had one shop that could do everything, and that was that one shop that everybody went to.
Right.
But they really wasn't hip to the LS swaps like that. So I'm trying to see my homeboys, ask them to do it. I got fed up and just was like, damn, I really ain't trying to go back with the old motor. Make a long story short, I was like, shit, I'm gonna just sell this shit. But I had it all the way there to the motor. I was putting the 2014 Malibu dash in there. I did it myself and put the Camaro seats in there as well. Yeah, I'm gonna show you an update of that. Like, well, not an update, but show you like how I went through it. You know what I'm saying? Just speak on that a little bit. But yeah, like that was the last car I really did all the way except for the motor and everything.
So that's at the time you became part of my tribe.
Yeah.
G-body people.
Yep. G-body. Man, listen, you can't go wrong with a G-body. You can't go wrong with a G-body.
Right.
You can't.
So funny enough, people think I should be a dunk girl because I grew up in Florida. But they got to realize, like, I'm not saying dunks weren't popular all over the world, but from a little girl, I've seen fixed up dunks. Like, dunks were a status symbol for us in Florida.
For sure.
All the time. Like, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, that was a status symbol. Usually it was, the dope boys, the hustlers, but we seen them all our lives growing up. So for me, it doesn't really, I love a dunk. Like, I love to see them, but I come from the era when, Murph had his dunk on East Coast Riders, the coach dunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we always saw that. So for people to be so crazy about dunks now like they are, we're like, dang, y'all kind of just catching up. Like, we've been seeing that.
And even, like I say, even the piggyback off of what you're saying, I ain't even gonna flex. I'm not just getting on to the dunk culture, but see, like coming from North Carolina, nobody down there is riding Daytons. Nobody down there. If it was somebody with a dunk, it was like once in the blue moon. You know what I'm saying? You're not really finna see that like that. And I respect the dunk culture just off of the strength and how it's levels to it. And like how you say y'all used to seeing that. To me, the dunk, and I know they're gonna hate me in this. To me, the dunk is like, I ain't trying to say
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's top of the top.
It's really what to me, if I get it, once I do get one, that's what I know all the money gonna be spent into. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not saying that the G-body ain't gonna be have no money spent on it, or the box ain't gonna have no money spent on it, but it's that dunk is like, it's just a status symbol to me, you know what I'm saying, in that way. So like seeing what these boys doing now with these things, oh man, like that's a whole nother field. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a whole nother field. And like I say, coming from North Carolina, we didn't really see that. We didn't see that like that. If somebody had one, it was because it was passed down from their grandfather, family member or something. But they didn't do it up. You know what I'm saying? They not putting it ain't always about putting the money into it, but it is at the same time. I look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got it. If you want to keep it original, cool. But at the same time, if it's something, it all depends on the preference, you know what I'm saying, of the person. But I need to see it hooked up. I need to see that thing really hooked up. Don't you know what I'm saying? The original is definitely cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I like to see that thing really hooked up. And I wasn't really seeing that in North Carolina. So being that I'm in Florida now. So that being able to see what these folks doing now, like I said, oh man, it's epic. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they drop.
Well, the thing too, you gotta understand is because I sell parts. I started off only selling G body parts, but now I sell all old school parts, right? And
Okay.
I've had my company since 2020. But the thing that people have to understand is they not making no more. A lot of dunk parts they don't remake.
Yeah.
So people have to still continue to find these. So like beat PJ like Don't Ride or Die told me when I started selling parts. He said, KP, first thing you gotta understand is you're gonna get a lot of window shoppers. I was like, nah, I'm a girl. They ain't gonna window shop with me. They ain't gonna try to Jew me down. I was wrong. And the other thing is when I found out like on 73 how much them bumper guards cost, how
Oh,
much like I was like, I don't think I would buy that. They cost
yeah.
a lot of money, and they're not making new ones. They're not making the metal piece. They're gonna make the rubbers because I sell the rubbers, but the metal piece they don't make those. So unless we can find a company, and some people are working on that, unless we can find a company that will remanufacture a lot of the parts, it's going to get harder and harder and harder and harder and more expensive to build those dunks because they're not making more body parts. They're not making more unless we find somebody on those fenders and things like that that can what did Mike tell me? Phoenix Fabrication. Um, I guess somebody that can like I guess it's called bead rolling or something.
D roll. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Bend the metal
yeah,
to make the pieces.
yeah.
It's going to keep going up, and that's
For
sad
sure.
and unfortunate, especially for somebody who may want to build a dump but may not have 150 or 200 to put into it.
Yeah, nah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like, if somebody getting a don't, I mean, I'm sure they already know what they finna put into it. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's the whole thing I'm saying. Like how you saying that shit a whole. Even though I know you done grew up on it and you done seen it, that's a whole nother ball game. Like I wouldn't even step in that lane until you know what I'm saying. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I feel that's how I feel like with certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like especially that. But yeah.
Right. Especially everybody now, and we in the vert era. Everybody want a vert. They
Oh,
only
you
made
gotta
so
have
many.
it. You
They only
gotta
made
have
so
it.
many, and let me just tell you how they be tripping. They cut hard tops and make them verts. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot of cheat codes. I could tell you so much, but I won't get into that. What I will say is,
All right, wait, hold on. We ain't gonna fly past that like that. Has anybody done that and done drop get like out right now? Cause I
I
know I
don't know.
see.
I don't know for certain. I can't say
Okay,
that I know that for certain. I
okay,
can
okay.
say, I speculate,
Okay,
right? Because I sell
yeah,
parts, and I know that I have had people buy, like if I was selling parts off of a T-top car,
yeah,
they have had me cut the whole top off a T-top car
yeah.
and send it to them. When they had a hard top, now they're gonna turn it into a T-top. You get what I'm saying?
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah,
So they
yeah,
only made so many verts. You got to
yeah.
think about that.
You're
And
right. And everybody ain't got one,
certain years didn't even make verts.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's the thing I'm saying. I'm
yeah.
not here to I'm not here to go back and forth with them about it because hey, listen, it's not my circus or my monkeys. I
Right.
didn't spend one dime to buy it. All I know is my T-top came a T-top.
For sure. Okay, okay. All right. So I know you know. All right, one question.
Okay.
So would you find that, and I'm just saying because like I like to use both sides of my brain. Would you find that like not creative, or would you find that like, oh, you kind of trying to fake it till you make it?
So I think it's all about two things, perspective and how you act, right?
There you go.
Sometimes people act like for me, I tell people all the time, I grew up in a fairly well-off family, right?
Right.
So when I was younger, before I knew better, and now that I know better, I do better. So before, when I was younger, I was better than people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Right.
But now that I'm older, I wouldn't care if I had a $500,000 dunk. I'm still not better than nobody.
Correct.
It's those ones that act like they're better than you and me because they have a vert that might not really be a vert.
There you go. Okay. I see now. I got you. I got you. I got you.
So it's all about perspective. And then here's the thing. It don't bother me either way because I'm not in the dunk game. It might bother somebody that's in the dunk game. I don't care either way. But I do know that it happens.
For sure.
Just like how we know that's gonna roll into my next question. When you put that video up about those Alibaba wheels.
Oh yeah.
Did you get a lot of what happened with that video? Did you get a lot of hate?
Honestly, no. It was more so people see, like, okay, my whole perspective on that video, and I'm gonna break down my perspective with things like, man, I'm the type of person, like, I'm all for helping the community. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I like to motivate. So like anybody that's working a 9 to 5, and I understand because I'm in that position as well, but everybody can't save 10,000 for some wheels. You know what I'm saying? Off the strength. Now, what does that mean to them? You know what I'm saying? Do they need to not get no wheels? Do they need to go a cheaper route? It all depends on the person. So me jumping that video was more so to help folks out that ain't trying to spend that amount of money. Now, see me, I like brands, but I'm not stuck on brands and that ain't saying I wear fake shit. I'm just saying I'm not stuck on brands to lower myself to where I say, if I wasn't blessed enough to not have the bread, this might be the route I may go. Like example, I know them wire wheels they knockoffs. That's the name of them, but they knockoffs to where, they kind of, people say they look like Dayton's. I understand that they don't, and I understand that they never will. But for whoever to make that type of wheel, some people love them without the name of Dayton. You know what I'm saying? So I want them folks still to look good. So I'm giving game to where, like, hey, listen, if you ain't got 20 grand to throw to no wheels and you ain't worried about no name, this might be the way for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some people don't have their information. I don't gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to withhold information. So like, I didn't get a lot of hate. I got more people really saying like, damn, bro, appreciate you for, giving game, or, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for showing like somebody that might work a 9 to 5, this is the route that they can go. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm not big on brands. So if it was me and I didn't have a 10 or didn't have whatever it was to get the wheels, I would, you know what I'm saying, source my shit out. But, it just all depends. You know what I'm saying? But I just gave that to people that's really not trying to spend it and don't really care about brands.
That's me. You know what's crazy? I'm not only seeing you do a video like that. I don't follow him. I've seen this younger Caucasian boy do a video like that. I have seen so many people do videos like that. And then the other thing is, since we're gonna talk about it, let's just talk about it.
For sure.
There's people that they didn't spend them ain't. I'm just saying.
So I know I made like 2 or 3 parts to that, and that was my thing too. I ain't tripping how a person spend their money, but you can't fuck up the car culture by saying you got these wheels $4,500, then slap a dating sign on them and say you paid 20. Now you can't do it like that. Now, like if I was to do that, like let's say the wire wheels, and I got them for $4,500 or whatever, 55, $6 grand,
right?
And somebody say, bro, where you get the wheels? I'm gonna just tell them like Alibaba, or you know what I'm saying? I got them for $6,500. I don't have to me upset. It all depends on the person, but somebody pump faking to where they saying they pay 20, to me it ain't gonna make it no difference. Because if you, okay, say if you did say that and your car don't match it, you know what I'm saying? It might be some people, I'm sure, that pay 20 grand for them wheels and they suspension ain't all the way done.
And their car look horrible.
So you know what I'm saying? So it just all depends on how the person come about it. But I wouldn't advise, or I wouldn't do the pump faking. I'm gonna just tell them straight up front. I don't. And I know one thing. People be like, oh, you paid 10 grand for some wheels. People be thinking that's a flex, man. That, to me, that's not a flex. That's just telling you what the price is. I don't have a problem talking about money. I don't have a problem talking about prices. Like, what is it gonna do for you? You know what I'm saying? Me telling you, I'm just telling you. But you know, people find that as like, oh, it's a flex. Like, I wouldn't care if these was 2,500. It's what it is.
Right. And then too, like you say, it's all about, like somebody said one day, and I can't remember who I was looking at. You can put day-ins. Your rims can cost 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,000. But
Yeah.
if you don't got no style, because you probably can't even really dress, it's kind of like putting lipstick on a pig, and you know it's still gonna be a pig. Like, you just gotta have style.
You gotta have sauce. You gotta have the sauce. And I say that all the time. Like, I know I talk shit, but I say, man, if it, I ain't gonna go too far into it. But if it's like, if you got the sauce, but not the money on hand, you can still make that shit look. It still can be with a person that got the money. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If you got the sauce, the style to put that shit together in the right format, not everybody got the eye or the format or the style to put that shit together like that. I don't care how much money you got. I get it. It may be done completely. Right. But if it ain't together in style, or you ain't got the sauce to make it pop how it need to, it really ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I tell people this all the time. I got a dress I bought from Walmart, and I swear to God, every time I wear that dress, people be like, "Oh my God, you look so pretty. That is beautiful." I'm like, bro, this just okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's when you know you got the sauce. When you got the sauce, you can make it just look easy like that. Yeah.
Right. So, you putting the box together.
Yep.
You think well, I know we never know when our stuff's gonna be ready. Like, we never know, like, we can't say, oh, it's gonna be ready Thanksgiving. Oh, right. It's gonna be ready Christmas. But you think it's gonna be ready sometime soon?
So this how I'm looking at it right here, and I'm breaking it down. And this how I do it for everything that I'm doing when I'm building it. So right now, I'm pretty much finishing up with all the rust areas. And to cut to the point of what you're saying, I'm giving myself by next summer to have the wheels on. Now, a lot of people don't understand what it takes to fix it. I'm putting 28x12s on there. So a lot of people don't understand that going them few inches up. We going from 5. I bought them rims when they was the standard 5-inch lip. Now, when you go from that to 7 to 9, that shit a whole different ball game with the pricing. So right now, I'm looking at 16 grand just to make the wheels fit how I want to. Now, that's including everything, like the fabrication that need to be done, the rear end, the brakes, the bracing, everything, the tubbing, everything to make them fit. So I'm giving myself by next summer to have them on. You know what I'm saying? The car, like, and I know, like I say, I know I talk shit. The car ain't got to me, you can still see, and I got to break it down a little more. You can still cause ruckus even when the car ain't complete in my eyes, because you doing something. Now you can't, you making the progress. You get what I'm saying? Like, a person can be halfway done with their car, and if you can see the vision of it, like, see, like, boy, when that motherfucker get done, it's really gonna be it. You already, you know what I'm saying, you causing something. So you know what I'm saying, that's how I look at it. So I'm giving myself about the summertime, before the summer, to have them wheels on. Now,
you just helped me realize I might be causing I might be, cause I get a lot of that
No,
already, and I ain't even.
listen, you causing ruckus regardless. This is my whole motto. Long as you doing something, I don't care. Like, and then the thing is, I only had this car 6 months. See, the wheels that I got for it, I really had for an OBS truck. So I had switched up projects in the means. So I was putting them wheels on the OBS truck. But then I say, damn, man, I really want this. You know what I'm saying? I seen the box come through. I was like, I really want it. Got the box. And I just was like, shit, it is what it is at this point. But like, yeah, how you saying? Yeah. I almost forgot where I was at with it, but yeah.
Y'all men be having to have a pissing contest with them rims, with how big the lip be and all that, and starting all them projects. Why y'all be having all them projects?
I think so. Like with the truck was really A1. It wasn't no problem, no nothing. I really love that truck, but I felt like it wasn't my all and be all of project to do. You know what I'm saying? Like when I sold the Money, the 87 Money, I ain't even gonna flex you. It's been about 6 years since I dropped a project. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So like when I had got the truck, that was gonna be the project. But I was like, it ain't really my full. So the box was really what I wanted to. So like, I don't know. Sometimes I think, people be wanting a certain project that they want to work on, and to make it, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, to me, the box hold more value than the truck. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like the truck like hell, but the box hold more value than the truck. And then now with the rims, I know you say like a pissing contest. Like, nah, I don't know. Like, certain things to me just look right on the right size wheel. You know what I'm saying? The right size wheels. Like the truck and the box, I just feel like mandatory 8s. You know what I'm saying? Section 8s is just mandatory. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. Now, G bodies, I feel 4s to 6s. Nothing no bigger than 6s. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is G bodies with 8s on them. That root bill one, that motherfucker tough. I'm sure you done seen that one. Yeah. That's one tough one, the toughest one I done seen on 8s that I approve to be like, that motherfucker tough. He definitely did that. And like, I feel like if somebody doing that like that, going 8s on that, they have to go like, you gotta say this for the internet. People build your cars for you. Right. But what he did, that I'm talking about, to do with the G body, you're gonna have to go that route. If you going 8s, you need to hit him up and say, bro, how you okay, the rear end narrow, tubbing up under there. Have them people, whoever gonna do it, make sure that shit sit right. Yeah, that's how I look at it though. But yeah.
But me, like, I'm just going with 24s on my G body, and everybody be like, all the men, because it's all these men around me. They like, KP, you should get this inch lip on the back, or you should listen, bro. I will put on the back of there whatever you want to pay for. But if I gotta pay for it, I'm putting what my little budget can afford.
That's it. That's how you gotta look at it. And like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I went up the size in the lip, I ain't even do my homework on trying to figure out what it was gonna take to really fit them until I got them home and I sat down and say, yeah, this is gonna be a little more than what I thought it was gonna be. Man, listen, that like the quotes I done got just for trying to put these wheels on, and I like shit perfect in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I understand that what I'm trying, like how I want them to sit, I might not necessarily need all that, but I want all that. You know what I'm saying? I want it, and then I want that motherfucker to look good sitting with all the components that it got. But don't listen to them folks unless, like how you say, unless it's in your budget to do, because them inches, pause, them inches that you going up, gonna make this shit gonna make a big difference. I'm telling, like Phoenix, I got a quote from Phoenix, and this ain't even nothing like, you know what I'm saying? He told me 25. Mm-hmm. Now that's, you know what I'm saying? That was 16 for the parts, and then 10 for him to do the work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I can't go against him on this price. I'm not one of them people. If you tell me a price and it's something I can work with, okay, cool. If it ain't, I'm gonna just be like, shit, I'm gonna get back with you till I get my funds right. If I can find somewhere.
Oh, they say you lagging. Do you have your Wi-Fi on? Yeah, let me see if I can get you off and then get you back in. You're gonna have to go out and come back in. And then I can get you back on because it's still telling me you're on here. Okay, all right, we good.
Yeah, we're good.
So now you stuck with them big old rims. See, you should have just been regular.
But see, and this is the mind. See, it ain't nothing wrong with being regular, but I done been regular since I had the Vic. I know that don't count. To me, that one don't count. I was regular with the G body. I had a standard lip on that. Wheels looked good though, but I had a standard lip on them. I don't know. I said with this one, I wanted to go all out. Like before the box, the truck, I really wanted to go all out with it. I was like, shit, that 9-inch don't seem half bad. And this is another thing. Folks, folks fail to realize this too. Man, this car shit is a sport. It's a sport. I know some people gonna be like, nah, it ain't no sport. Nah, this shit is a sport. So you gotta look at it ain't too many people with a 9-inch lip like that. I know we might see it on IG repeatedly. Oh, somebody, but go to a car show. You ain't finna really see too many, unless it's like a big one like that. But you ain't really finna see 9-inch lips everywhere you walking at. You know what I'm saying? So that was really my reason why I going with it. I just was like, man, you ain't finna really see this shit like that. And then I'm basing it upon the car. It ain't gonna be too many boxes in the category with 9-inch lips like that. I literally maybe can see like not a handful of people, but like a handful of people that is doing it like that. They got the 9-inch lip or whatnot. It ain't too many, but
The
it's
pissing
enough.
contest.
Huh?
The pissing contest.
Nah, it ain't even that. It ain't even that. It ain't even that. Okay, I'm gonna break it down even to you too. It's like, okay, I know people are like I said, this shit is a sport. You might have somebody with a 5 or 7-inch lip. Cool. They car can be, you know what I'm saying, be decent. Now, you come with the 9, you might have some things, you know what I'm saying, your shit might look good too and could outweigh them. But it all depends on like how you say the actions, like the verbiage. Like if they try me, like if they try, bro, you don't have 9 inches. Pause. Well, you ain't got 9 inch, you ain't got 9-inch lip. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't like with them girls, what they say, this Brazilian or Malaysian, what they tell you, this, you know what I'm saying? This is the good hair. So you
got
get
a 30-inch bust down.
Yeah, a 38-inch bust down. You know what I'm saying? They it's different levels. So you might see that, and somebody might be, you might hear that one person, oh bro, his car ain't all that, huh? Oh, it ain't. But where yours at? But you got a 9-inch lip on him. We just stating, you know what I'm saying, little standard. So it can go as you want to say a pissing contest, but it's really just setting standards. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know I pull up, hey, this motherfucker, but he got a 9-inch lip on that motherfucker. Goddamn, now coming into everything else. Is his interior done? Is his trunk done? Is his motor done? You know, it's all, you know, it comes down to all that type of shit to me.
I ain't gonna lie, I really be egging it on too, cause I put my foot in y'all rim, and if I can get my whole foot in your rim,
Yeah.
I be talking a little smack. I be like, you could fit a whole baby in there. Look
Man,
look at his rim. You could fit a whole. I'm gonna tell you who had you. I don't know if you ever seen his truck, but 24K C10 out of Texas, Tony. He used to race. His truck was like a bronze color, like a brownish. Before he wrecked it, he had a bad accident at Silver Dollar. Before that, Tony had his lip on the. I don't know how big it was. I don't know, but I could fit my whole foot in there. And I wear a 10 in women.
now, you see how that statement of a lip made you still remember. Imagine 20 years from now, you're gonna be saying to somebody, I had my whole foot in Tony lip. You know what I'm saying? I had my whole my whole foot in Tony lip. Like
Right.
that size lip. We just using that for example. You see a baby or you know a little child in there. Man, do you understand how that child will be like? Damn, I once could fit in my daddy rim.
Right.
Like growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially a car person, somebody hear that, they go to school and had a what's that, show and tell or had a little talkathon, and they say, yeah, I can fit inside my dad rim. You know how hard and heartwarming that would feel? Damn,
Some
boy,
people will never understand.
never understand though. People would never understand. So it's all in the preference of what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I look at it. You could not. That's not saying you could still cause ruckus with a 5-inch lip. I just be talking shit because if somebody want to come in that lane, you got to understand your lanes, and that's what I had to understand growing up. Like I said, I had 2 homeboys that was doing whatever they was doing, and they did their cause how they needed to, and they motivated me. You know what I'm saying? Like I would see that shit, I'd be like, God damn. But I stayed in my lane. I had a Crown Vic. I stayed in my lane, and I always said, well, when my time come, I'm gonna do this shit how I want to. But at the same time, like my homeboys, they used to holler free bands. They'd be like free band. I'd be like, boy, it's go. My time gonna come. We gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? I never hated. I never looked down on these folks, and these folks ain't never looked down on me for not being in I get what you want to say, the financial part of where they was at. Right. But they accepted me, and we was like a brotherhood of like shit. But they motivated me, and I seen this. So like once I get to that stature in life, or you know, being that way, yeah, we're gonna cause ruckus, mayhem, and madness. We're gonna talk this shit. We're gonna do that.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So if you have not already, what is your dream car to build, or is the box your dream?
So the box is my dream right now, but my dream is I do want to don't after all and be all. You know what I'm saying? Once we, like I say, it's levels. Once we get to that level in life to where I'm able to do that like that, yeah, that's really. But the box is really my dream of right now. Yeah.
What year don't you want?
Oh man, I be seeing them go back and forth. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's gonna be between the 71. And I'm gonna say this. I know they say the 7 trade, but I like the 71 just because it's the first year. You know what I'm saying? The 71 or the 75. I'm gonna say the 71 or the 75 just because it's the first and the last. You know what I'm saying? The first and the last year. So between that. Now me, because I'm not. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Born into it or like shown that throughout life. It's not saying that the years don't matter, but shit, if it came down to a 73 or I ain't gonna say a 74 because I do like how some of them lights look back there. You know what I'm saying? 71 and 75 definitely like how they lights look. So, you know, it really wouldn't be no thing to me. But if like when the money right and I go out and pick it, yeah, it's gonna be between that 71 and 75. Yeah.
You gotta have a vert?
For sure. For sure.
Dang you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. For sure. For sure.
All right.
I know all this is a preference. You know what I'm saying? Some guys might want a hard top. Some people, you know what I'm saying, want a vert. And yeah, like it's just I'm sure it's a preference. Maybe some people trying to take what they can get. Cool.
Don't worry about it. We can just cut your top and make you a vert.
No, I wouldn't even want to do it like that. I wouldn't even want to do it like that. Heck no, I wouldn't even want to do it like that. I want that thing come original stock with it. But yeah, it got to be a vert though.
So I'm gonna ask, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing the car content? Because I became aware you probably maybe about 6 months ago.
Shit.
6 to 8 months ago.
Well, from when I went back, I thought it was like about 4 months. So like doing the content. So like I always done content creation outside of the car shit.
Okay.
So I had to understand and take the car content and understand what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like what people fail to realize too, they'll be thinking like, oh, I'm building a car, I gotta do something every day to it. Not everybody gonna be able to have that type of content. And that's how I used to be. Like, of course, if you work in a 9 to 5 or whatever, you're not gonna be able to do certain things unless you turning wrenches every day. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing something to the motor, but you more so like, well, let me see. Yeah, about 3 to 4 months. Yeah, I say about 3 to 4 months of doing like the car content though. You know what I'm saying? Just putting it out there on the internet. Like how I'm doing it with these. Like before I was just recording, like doing stuff to the Monte Carlo or doing stuff to the truck at the time, but I wasn't really putting it in content form. And this is another thing. When you capitalizing off of that content, you got to do certain things. So like if I'm working on the car and I can't really do too much else to it because it ain't nothing else to do right now, and we saving the money. Like right now, I'm being real. I'm saving up for the suspension.
Right.
So why would I in the head? Why would I not make content created towards something with the car lane to entertain folks to where, okay, if we monetize on this platform, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's do what we need to do to, you know what I'm saying, stand on it, like type
So
shit.
it's only been 3 months, 4 months?
Yeah, that I really been, yeah. Yeah.
I was sure I followed you longer than that. I don't know. It just seemed like to me, you just came out of nowhere. I love stories
Nah,
like that. I love stuff like that. Like I love how creative people can be when they find their niche
yeah,
and they just go. Cause like we never know where this is gonna go. You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
So
That's,
go ahead.
nah, that's how I look at it too. Like you don't know where it's gonna go. And then at the same time, like I would look and see like the people popping up doing it. It was only a select few of people. And then I know me and how my lingo is and how I talk. Sometimes that can draw people in. You know what I'm saying? So I say, let me up this with doing a different lane of the content while I'm building the car. So like, getting inspiration from other folks, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing it like that. I say, let me put it out there and just get it going in a sense like that. So yeah, I say about 4 months now. Now that we out to us about 4 to 5
So
months.
where'd you come up with the tagline? Because it's so interesting to me. I just when I open my Instagram and I hear you say that, I'm like, that is just. First of all, it's funny to me, but then it enthralls you. It makes you be like, well, what he gonna say, causing ruckus for?
Yeah, yeah. So I I made up the tagline, but I was inspired by Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane, my favorite rapper artist of all time. So like I remember on one of his DVDs from back then, this was years ago, like '07, like some shit like that. He was like he was like we calls it mayhem and destruction. You know what I'm saying? And that always stuck with me, just like what he was saying throughout that DVD or whatever. And then I just was like, I always used to say ruckus, mayhem, and madness. Like just when I see certain shit, or I just be like, he causing ruckus. And like me and my brother, we got insider things. Like we'll just say random crazy names or say shit like that, and we'll laugh at it. People probably wouldn't understand it. We're like, what the hell they laughing at? But like, we just got our own little shit. I know that shit don't matter, but yeah, like that shit came from like, yeah, just inspired by Gucci saying that one part, and then I put the rest to it. Ruckus, mayhem, and madness. Like, yeah,
Yeah, so somebody said it in the comments. Ruckus is so old school. Like that
yeah,
word is
yeah,
so
yeah,
old school.
yeah.
but it meshes well together, and it makes people want to be like, okay, let's see what he talking about. Cause
For
like
sure.
I know the first time I ever seen a video from you, and I was sure it was longer than that. You saying it's only been 3-4 months, but the first time I saw one, I said, let me see what he talking about.
Yeah.
Let me see what. Cause I tell people this all the time. I'm a serial scroller, right? I be
Yeah.
in bed and I'm supposed to be asleep, but I be in the bed scrolling. So I told this to Money Making Mister. Don't think I'm doing anything weird when at 3 in the morning you might see me like 10 of your videos, because I'm catching up.
Yeah. 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 And then like another thing, like how when I come like that's another thing. With this internet shit, you gotta know how to persuade the people in. You gotta catch their attention. So like at first I wasn't using it as my tagline.
Right.
Then I was thinking like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, because folks already feel like I repeat the same shit, but that really ain't what it is. It's really when you speaking. The crazy part is when you speaking into the phone and you putting it on there, all that the translation and everything from the algorithm picks up what you saying. So like whatever you saying, it'll push it farther in the algorithm. So me saying the ruckus, mayhem, and madness, that's for one, that's grabbing the people attention, and then it's luring them in to say, like how you saying, well, what is he gonna say? Well, what is he about to say?
Right.
So now I done hook. I got that's like how they say on YouTube, you get your hook and your intro. I done hooked you in now. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes it might sound like I'm repeating, but I'm not really repeating. I'm repeating for the algorithm to stay in rotation with the algorithm. So like doing that type of shit, you just understanding how this social media stuff work. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We causing ruckus, and you can cause ruckus in any type of way, shape or form. Long as you're doing something. That's how I put it out in a motivational way. I want folks
Absolutely.
to be doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Last question.
Yeah.
What would you like for your legacy to be?
Oh man. Um, that's a good question. I say to be remembered as a motivational person, like in the sense of like really he really want to see folks win. You know what I'm saying? He really want to see folks do good. I really want to see folks reach for the stars. You know what I'm saying? And I know I do a lot of talking. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Oh, you good.
I say it for the folks because you got folks that's into this car shit that can't really build it a way that they want to because they taking care of family and doing things in the household. So I really say majority of that stuff too for those type of people, because I don't want folks to lose themselves by helping other folks. Like how we said at the beginning, taking care of a house and kids, that's a given. You gotta do that. I tell my brother all the time, I say, man, this stuff is normal. Like I don't really like saying, oh, or hearing people, and it ain't nothing like that, not like saying, but I don't really care for hearing people say, oh, I gotta take care of my kids, or I gotta do that. Man, you gotta do that.
Right.
If you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? If you're an active parent or whatever, you got to do it. Or you know that these lights got to be paid. You got to go to work. I don't want to hear it. That's normal shit. Get that G body.
Right. Get that G body ready
On
so
the
we
road.
can
Get
cause
that
ruckus,
motherfucker on the
mayhem, and
road.
madness.
That's it. Get it on the road or sell it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just want to motivate the streets. That's all. That's what my legacy is. I want to motivate the streets.
That's what's up. Well, sir, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
I know, everybody got busy lives, so I just appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and
Sure.
talk. And yeah, so I can't wait. I can't wait till the day You put that pretty thing on a video and be talking about how I'm causing ruckus, mayhem, and madness.
I one question before we get up out of here. How long?
Mm-hmm.
How long you thinking? Not. It ain't even got to be done. It ain't
I
even
don't,
got to be
I
done.
don't know. I don't know because right now, if I had a motor and trans in there, I could get in it and drive, but
Okay. No words. Say less.
it's not.
We we still causing it. We still gonna do what we need to do. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much. I
for
appreciate you.
sure.
And once the box come back, you gonna come out. You gonna come back?
What you mean?